Welcome to IU Guide, and today we're going to be going over the March Madness tournament here. I was 9 for 13 on my Big Ten tournament, and I'm going to be going over the first round of the NCAA tournament, including the first four. I'm not going to tell you most of my predictions because I just don't want to give them away. First here, we're just going to go over the West region, led by the number 1 seeded Gonzaga Bulldogs here. They are, I believe they should be the number 1. Very good against ranked opponents, played a lot of them. I think they only have 3 losses here. Yeah, and they deserve to be number 1. They were number 1 in the AP poll, so they're going to be number 1 when they're in the tournament. Notable games here, we got Boise State versus Memphis. That's going to be a pretty good game. I think Memphis could pull away by 10 points here. Alabama versus Notre Dame versus Rutgers. So it's basically Alabama plays the winner of Notre Dame versus Rutgers here. And I think the winner of that game is going to beat Alabama. Now, I know Alabama's really good at times. I just think that they've struggled too much to get a W over these past few weeks. So, yeah, that's just not happening. Another notable team here in the West region, Texas Tech. They're the best defense, well, one of the best defensive teams in the country. And they have enough offense, you know. And I think they have a good shot at pulling out of the West Division here. Notable game in the West Division, Michigan State versus Davidson. And don't be surprised if Davidson can pull off a upset here. They have a really good point guard in Lee. He can shoot the ball and drive really good. And then the number 2 seed in the West region is Duke. Let's move on to the East region here. There's not so much in this region here, but the number 1 seeded Baylor, again, just really good, and they deserve to be number 1. A big game in this one is UNC versus Marquette. And North Carolina, I think, could pull out with like a 5-point victory. Shaka Smart is a super good coach defensively, but I don't think that, I've seen Marquette, they're really good. I just don't think that they can pull away from North Carolina here. Another one, it's Mount St. Mary's versus the winner of IU versus Wyoming. You know, IU should win this game against Wyoming on Tuesday, and face Mount St. Mary's. And Mount St. Mary's is good, and they can pull off upsets. They beat Gonzaga, so don't count them out here. But I think Indiana could pull away with a 5 to 8 point win. Let's go to the South region here, where the number 1 seed is Arizona Wildcats. A very good team this year. I thought they were overrated at times, but they have a hugely good record. And now I don't think they're overrated, and they should be the number 1 seed. Notable game, Illinois versus Chattanooga. I don't think Illinois can win this game. It's crazy to think about. But Chattanooga is a really good team, and according to one of the guys on CBS Sports Network, he is thinking that they have a good Division I team, like top tier. So you know what, I'm gonna go with his opinion. I saw them play; they looked pretty good. We have Michigan versus Colorado State, and it's going to be Michigan here, but just why? Why is Michigan in a tournament with a 17-14 record? That is terrible. That is the one thing I argue with. I mean, if they're going to be in the tournament, put them in the first 4. How is Indiana, with the better record that just beat them in the first 4 out, and Michigan's on them at, like, right now in the tournament? play against Colorado State with a 17-14 record. That's not good. That's terrible. Also, we have Ohio State versus Loyola Chicago. And this is going to be an easy dub for Loyola Chicago. Ohio State's good, but the Ramblers are better. And we're going to get to the Midwest region here. The #1 seed, the Kansas Jayhawks. And they are a really experienced team, and they can make a run if they pull it all together here. So, the notable game here, we have San Diego State versus Creighton. And I'm going to have Creighton winning this game. Creighton has pretty good post players. San Diego State is a feisty team, though. Notable teams, we got Providence, led by Al-Jaheem Durham. And Providence is a really good team. They can make a run. Auburn, they can make a huge run if they wanted to. They're such a deadly team. And LSU. And the reason why they're notable is I don't think they can go far now that their coach just got fired. It's just not going to go well. Finally, to our Final Four here. My first Final Four, I got the Zags versus the Purdue Boilermakers. And then Auburn versus Arizona in the second one. And for my national championship, I got Gonzaga winning against Auburn in a championship game. That is it from this March Madness rundown. Indiana plays tomorrow at 9, I think. I will post tomorrow. I'm sorry for not posting on Sunday, day after the Iowa game, but my voice was just gone because I was at the game. Remember, now we have to get to 50 subscribers. I'll show off my collection of Indiana stuff. And now, for the paper toss. I airballed.